It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. DA, take it away.
Well, Kevin Durant said his days of trying to prove himself through basketball are done. He said, walking around with a chip on my shoulder is not my thing. I'm more relaxed in letting these days flow. I'm the best version of me. I don't need to prove who I am. I've been in it for too long. Kevin, this is a guy who is finally comfortable with himself.
All right, thanks, DA. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Bradley Beal is out there with Russell Westbrook, and it's Brown in at the 3 spot. And for Brooklyn, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Irving is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie, and it's LeVert in at the 3. Opening day, Chris, in your experience, which types of teams tend to start the season well, started strong?
Two types. One, the team that has been forgotten about and left out. The team that had a disappointing season the year before. No one knows the pain that they went through all summer long, waiting to get back to that moment. So they've been incentivized for half of a year to come back and say, wait a minute, it's our turn now. And those teams are sneaky under the radar.
Little chip on their shoulder, in other words.
And then secondly, I would say veteran teams that know what they want, teams that are focused and saying, wait a minute, we know this is a marathon. Let's take our time, warm up, and stick to the principles right away, and we'll end up in the right place later. He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Dinwiddie up top. He's covered by Beal. Passes it to LeVert. Nailed from three-point land. LeVert's got the first 3 points tonight for the Nets. Beal, the pass to Westbrook. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Wizards beat them last time when these two teams met in Washington.
And they lost a close one last time they saw each other. And you have to think that it was the foul trouble that really kept them from getting the win.
Think about how many minutes that cost their starters. No question that had an impact in such a close game.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Nets shooting their first free throw of the night.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Find the lane. What's that?
And Chris, a very unique experience playing in the nation's capital. What was your time like with Washington?
Oh, I love this. I love Chocolate City. I mean, the surrounding areas of D.C. love the team as well. There's something special about playing in the capital.
And that one's good. Hachimura.
You have to push Hachimura out of there if you're the defense. He's a real problem on the interior.
Pass to KD. 14 feet away. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
So we see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
And it's Westbrook missing. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. It's stolen. Here's Hachimura. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New York.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Outside Bryant. He kicks to Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires, high post.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
There's the triple.
You know, the offense is sputtering a bit here, starting to fall behind.
Nets leading by 6. Allen outside. Irving for three. Bryant with the rebound. Wizards have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. No good. Dinwiddie with some nice D. And taken away by Brown. And here we go. Washington fast break. Brooklyn with the rebound. Allen's got 4 rebounds in this game. Durant kicks to Irving. Pass to Allen. Shoots over Brown. That one's not going to go. Now the Wizards take it the other way. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Westbrook, no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Wizards trail by 6. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding though, looking for the best shot possible.
Irving, good.
And you can't leave someone open around Durant. He keeps his eyes up, makes him play for his team.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington.
Something you just don't appreciate enough. It's the efficiency of Kevin Durant. 7 straight years now of him shooting over 50% from the floor. I mean, it's incredible given how many shots he takes.
Here, how about the stats for Bradley Beal? Great showing for him last season. Averaged about 25 points per game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's oozing with confidence. I mean, and it shows. Every time he steps on the floor, he expects to dominate. If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
Westbrook against LeVert. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's the floater. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Love the touch on that floater right there. Beal has this shot down to the science.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Durant kicks to Dinwiddie. LeVert trying to get open. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Wizards trail by 6. Beal the pass to Westbrook. Floats one up. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist.
About time he got one to fall there before that 6 straight misses to start this one.
Outside Durant. Fires from deep. Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got 4 rebounds in this game. Westbrook surveying the D. Pulls up on the elbow. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 6th rebound on the night. LeVert the pass to Dinwiddie. It's good.
Doesn't have to break stride at all thanks to the money lead pass.
Washington's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Here's Westbrook. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
Irving dishes to Durant. Allen trying to break free. And then Durant with the jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass.
Now here's Durant. Changes up, and he sinks the layup. Durant's got 6.
You need to put a body on Durant. He's great at carving out position on the glass.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Westbrook missing again.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
The shot comes out. Excellent D there from Allen. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. 6-point game. A nice shot by LeVert.
This is what a leader does. Irving, good at sharing the wealth and getting his teammates going.
Westbrook kicks to Beal. Excellent D there from Allen.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were off.
Look at that.
Oh, and look out. KD is just hurting everyone's feelings with that slam. Simply amazing.
Wizards trail by 10. Outside Westbrook. And stolen by Irving. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. That one goes. Count it. Irving's got his second basket.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Chris, this is a specialty of yours. Which current bigs are best at finishing contested shots right at the rim?
Oh, well, I'll tell you this. The best big in the league last year, averaging 17 points, scoring in the paint, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yes.
I mean, he'll dunk on anybody. Move out the way. He finishes. What about Embiid inside? What about Gobert? What about Boogie Cousins? Should I continue? I can keep going because the big man is back, baby.
So for the Wizards, Bertans, he's checked in for Hachimura. And it's Napier in for Russell Westbrook. Wizards trail by 12. Napier up top, covered by Irving. Beal gets a wide open look. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Beal's got 5.
And he's embracing his role as a leader. Bill knows his team depends on him to score like that.
Dinwiddie finds Irving. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Outside, Beal. And again, Washington with the triple.
Oh, he's got a role in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Dinwiddie passes to Allen. Down low. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Allen. 10 points for KD.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Now here's Bryant. A 14-point game for him in the win against New York.
It was his rebound that stood out even more to me. I mean, they could not keep him off the glass.
Pocket 2. Beal can't get it to go.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
A nice shot by KD. And it's a 12-point Brooklyn lead.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
And it goes down 2 points.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
Dinwiddie passes to LeVert. The dish to Allen. The pass to Durant. Over Bertans. And again, Kevin Durant. Durant's got 14.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
Outside, Beal. A minute 20 left in the first quarter. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Here's Bertans. The rebound by the Nets. Allen's got 9 rebounds now tonight. To the paint, and then Durant with the jam.
I mean, stretch, arm strong. Durant doesn't even need to jump, it seems, to throw it down. His athleticism, his height, his length, it's just unreal.
Now here's Beal, and he just worked New York in that last game. Now here's Napier. Dinwiddie covering. Napier passes to Beal, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. And Kevin Durant again. He's got 18.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Bryant finds Brown. Passes to Nathan. The tray. Traps in the tray. And here is Durant. Outside Irving. Just 3 on the clock. Paxson coming off the assist from KD. Durant's got 3 assists tonight. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Brooklyn Nets. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. One of the most dangerous scorers in the game, Bradley Beal spoke about the trust Coach Scott Brooks has in him and his teammates.
I think the biggest thing is he's still young, so he tries to think he's still hip. He keeps up with us a little bit, but he grants us a lot of freedom. He allows us freedom on both ends of the floor to be leaders.
Ellen Beal trying to grow as a leader and a star. Has to love that.
Yeah, and Brooks known for developing good relationships with his players. He pushes them, but he gives them a lot of praise as well.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Nets pretty much in control here, it would seem.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, and now they got to find a way to keep it going, keep growing that lead.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So the Wizards 5 right now. We've got Wagner, Brown out there with Davis Bertans. Then there's Bradley Beal, and it's Napier in at the 1. The first free throw is good. Chris, you've been a commentator for the NBA Vegas Summer League. Amazing how much that event has grown.
Oh, how about this year? The Chinese, the Croatian national team. I mean, come on. It's just this is a global game, and we're bringing all of them to Vegas to let fans go up in there and watch them and watch rookies at a young, early age and see the best players. I mean, this is awesome. You got to love how forward-thinking the NBA is. This is really cool to watch.
It is. And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got his 6th assist on the night. Here's Napier. He picked up 21 points in their last win against New York.
And there was a lot he gave him on that other end of the floor. Don't forget about that. His defense was a big factor. He ended up with 3 steals.
The kick out to Brown. Clock at 6. Over Jordan. And it's Brown missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Yes, that goes in.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Wizards trail by 19. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Beal against Dinwiddie. Beal can't get it to go. The Nets have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Irving drives in. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 4 assists in the game.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Wagner passes to Bertans. Durant with the steal. Dinwiddie against Beal. Lobs it up for Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Napier kicks to Beal. They double team Beal. Over in the corner, Bertans. No good again that time.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
A nice shot by Katie.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Washington calls timeout.
Well, Coach Scott Brooks has seen success in the past. Respected coach who has won Coach of the Year. But the heat is on in Washington.
Yeah, he hasn't had great luck here with the Wizards. I mean, new management this year might be evaluating him. I mean, he could be a make-or-break season for Brooks.
So a moment now to see the story on Kyrie Irving. Last season, he played outstanding. 11th in assists, 13th in steals, and he ranked in the top 15 in points per game, one of the league's premier offensive threats.
And he was the consummate playmaker last season. Completely unselfish, always had his head up, looking for the open man.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's something that happens to every team. You just have to ride it out, play your hardest, and live with the results.
Napier with it. He's got 5. Pass to Wagner. Outside, Beal. To end the drought. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, Kevin, and it didn't happen overnight, but it's clear that Bradley Beal is a franchise player. I mean, he's worked on his game year to year, and now he's a superstar in this league.
The Wizards have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
And he knocks down the first one. And Chris, with Beal, it's in large part due to how he has expanded his game, which means he now impacts the game more.
Yeah, well, Beal moves so much on both offense and defense. He's a very active player. He's never passive on the floor, and he looks for ways to inject himself into games.
And both free throws good for Beal.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Irving against Smith. Prince dishes to Durant. Durant drawing the double team. 4 on the shot clock. And here's Prince outside. Keeps it alive. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Beal against Harris. Beal can't get it to go.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. On defense, Washington. They double team Beal. Pass to Hachimura. Over Prince. Hachimura, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. And then Durant with the dunk.
Oh, man, the versatility. Durant offense, driving, spotting up, using his post game. I mean, he does it well.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Washington. Here's Hachimura. Covered by Irving. And that one's good. Hachimura.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Now Harris. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Warriors in San Francisco. Irving passes to Prince. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Smith outside. Over in the corner, Bertans. Wagner passes to Hachimura. Prince with the defensive effort. Net shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. And Harris wide open. He shoots, drills the three-pointer. Harris has got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Smith the pass to Hachimura. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the inside. They get it back. Beal against Prince. 18 feet out. And again, Washington no good. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. KD draws the double. The pass to Harris. Rebound, Washington. Here's Hachimura. 2 points. That one goes. Hachimura's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And showing some toughness on that take. Hachimura, these kinds of buckets can energize a team.
Free throw line jump shot. And it's Irving missing. From the Wizards, they're shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Harris outside. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Passes it to Beal. Unloads from 13. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Irving passes to Jordan. Over Bertans. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
I love the offensive execution on that possession.
Jordan's gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Irving against Smith. Pass to Beal. Over Harris. And Washington again with the bucket.
Well, he's smart at taking what he sees. When you give Bill this look, he jumps all over it.
Now here is Harris. He has 6. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ish Smith. That is his first foul of the game. Caris LeVert's checked in for the Nets. And so it's Brooklyn with it. From past the arc. Goes up again, and Durant lays it in. KD's got 26.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Inside, here's Hachimura.
Well, this is what Smith does best, keeping his eyes moving to set up the open man.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Irving against Smith. And here's LeVert. He has 5. Goes up at the stripe. And Wagner pulls it down.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. Players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. Shot clock at 6. Hachimura, no good. For the Washington Wizards, they won their last contest, that game against New York. Beal against Harris. Jordan trying to free himself up. Harris, good. Harris has got 8 points. Wizards shooting just 29% in the second quarter. The offense is suffering. Wagner passes to Hachimura. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 8 rebounds in this game. The drive by KD. Lays it up and banks it in. KD's got 12 now in this quarter.
This quarter expending tremendous energy at the offensive end, and he's not slowing down. He's still calling for it.
Wagner passes to Smith. Beal taking his time here. Some solid defense there from KD. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. For 3, Harris. No good that time.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
Off the left rim and out. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. In the corner, Irving with it. No good on the triple. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Smith inside. He's covered by Irving. Here's Wagner. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. And so it's Brooklyn. Sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
So I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. After a subpar performance in their previous contest, he has come on strong tonight. His first half, sensational. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
The consistency of Kevin Durant, it's remarkable. He gives you everything you could ask for on the offensive end. prolific, efficient, and he does it night in and night out.
And over to Shaq, your take on the Wizards.
They were not running an efficient offense. Shot selection has to improve. It's as simple as that. Too many guys working as individuals, not as a team. They need to work as a unit, Ernie. Move the ball.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, it could be one of those epic games, but we still have a long way to go.
Here's Westbrook. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Irving is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's LeVert into the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. A lot of player ejections in the playoffs last year. In fact, the highest in 3 decades. Seems like tensions, with the officials, are still escalating.
Well, yeah, the relationship between the players and the referees, you know, it's always an ongoing process, and it's definitely getting better. But last year we had the highest number of new referees in the history of the NBA. And so you're going to have growing pains when you have younger guys and understanding the culture of the league. But I like the way that we're going, and some of those rejections were warranted. Some of them weren't. I just look at that year as, that just happened. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to hold players and referees accountable to last season. I think we need a little bit more context before we make a decision on player ejections and flagrants and things like that. Just a little more research.
He doesn't get the second one.
Yeah, and after 1 year of collegiate basketball, Bill knew he was ready for the NBA, and I'd say he was right.
Stolen by Durant. And he makes good on the layup. Durant's got 32 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Hachimura. Tipped away. Back to Westbrook. Outside Bryant. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Beal. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Dinwiddie against Beal. Dinwiddie passes to Allen. The shot, no good. And the Wizards now going the other way. Here's Beal. And the shot goes in. Beal's got 17.
Look at the precision from Bill. It's just incredible. He loves slashing his way through the D with his ball handle.
Westbrook against Irving. Shot from 12. And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Irving. 34 points for Kevin Durant. Westbrook passes to Beal. And it's off the back rim. No good for Brooklyn. They've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And finished off by KD.
I mean, this guy is almost 70 feet. Durant runs the floor beautifully, knowing where to be at all times in transition.
For 3, Westbrook. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
To the middle. And it's Irving missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and gotten the perfect position to alter the shot.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Beal on the double team. Durant down low. He doesn't hit that one. Wizards have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. This really hurt me.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Westbrook rebounded by the Nets. Allen's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. There's the double team with Westbrook. Allen kicks to Dinwiddie. Back to Allen. And it's Allen slamming it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Jarrett Allen.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
For Washington, they have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Westbrook. More star players changing teams. The word tampering comes up, Chris. Is the league striking the right balance on enforcement?
Oh, yes. And, you know, Commissioner Silver, he knows all the tricks. He doesn't want it to be a police state, but he knows a wink from a wink.
Right,
You know what I mean? So you got to draw some lines. But, again, how do you stop it? I mean, you know, if I'm playing on the Lakers and I say, wow, you know, I think Anthony Davis has the best eyebrows in the world. You know, you got to let me say that. And, you know, if that's recruiting, it's recruiting. So it's a fine line. And hopefully the players have some fun with it. And hopefully Commissioner Silver does his best to police it while everyone at the same time is working to protect it.
Yeah, taking it right into the teeth of the defense. And it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Yeah, it's getting to him, GA. I mean, the lack of communication, the lack of trust.
Dinwiddie passes to KD. Count it.
Just giving up way too many transition opportunities.
Greg, you get so caught up in how great Durant is at scoring that you forget sometimes about his other terrific offensive skills.
You know, KD doesn't really get a lot of recognition for his passing, but he has fantastic vision. I mean, arguably, he might be the most underrated superstar ever. Sees so many double teams and does a great job of getting the ball out to open teammates.
Oh, the skill, length, time. Durant, he's special in all those categories. He can dominate on both ends.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Napier, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Napier. And both free throws good for Napier. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. The feed now to Dinwiddie. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, you can clearly see which offense is better right now. We'll see if that continues the rest of the way.
Beal can't get it to go.
That's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Durant has excellent unselfishness for a superstar and the vision on full display.
It's Beal on the wing. Dinwiddie covering. Napier with it. KD's on him. They double team Beal. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. But he recovers it. Bryant with it. Back to Beal. Got a piece of it. And then Durant with the dunk.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Napier with it. He's picked up by KD. There's the pass to Mahinmi. 6 to shoot. Beal against Dinwiddie. But they get it back. Dinwiddie against Bryant. Now here's Napier. He's guarded closely. Rebounded by the Nets. Prince outside. Shot from 16. He goes up again. And it's Durant missing. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Washington. Passes it to Mahinmi. Trying to end the drought. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Allen, that's good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Beal. Back to Napier. The 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Napier's got 5 points now this quarter.
Never any doubt where Bradley Beal's going with that pass. I mean, if he has a teammate that wide open, he's not going to miss it.
Allen dishes to Prince. Back to Allen. And the rejection by Mahinmi. Brown feeling it out a bit. Pass to Napier. Kicks it to Beal. Over Temple. Rebounded by Temple.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
And then Durant with the dunk.
He always wants to give him some numbers, and tonight he's giving him plenty.
Wizards shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. Now Napier. 10 points for him. Dishes to Mahinmi. Dinwiddie with the steal. And here we go. The fast break with Dinwiddie. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. He misses the free throw. And the 6'6" point guard, Spencer Dinwiddie, second-round pick of the Detroit Pistons in 2014. You know, Greg, they might have wished they held on to him.
One of the most improved players in our league. Last season, he signed that 4-year, $48 million extension from the Nets, rewarding his growth.
Davis Bertans checks in for Thomas Bryant. Allen kicks to KD. The Nets working the ball around now. Prince wide open. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Prince has got his second bucket of the night. Napier feeling it out a bit. Now here's Beal. Defense right on him. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Far from just an outside scorer, Beal also has the skills needed to capitalize close to the basket.
Prince. That shot missing. Some solid defense from Brown.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Puts it up from 17. Again, the Nets for 2.
Well, I think he's looking around wondering where the D is. I mean, nowhere near him, that's for sure.
Napier with it. KD's on him. And he makes that one. Napier's got 7 now in this quarter.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Allen passes to Durant from the line. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And Durant sends it back.
But Durant has arms that just keep on going and going and going. You aren't going to be able to just get a shot by him.
The Nets making a switch here. Harris is checked in, and a switcher also for Washington. Wagner, he's checked in for Ian Mahinmi. .133 left to play here in the third. Bertans kicks to Napier. Shot clock at 5. Shoots. The rebound by the Nets. Durant just inside the line. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 4th rebound in this one. The pass to Napier. Got a piece of it. That shot off the mark. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Down low. And Dinwiddie with the basket on the assist by Durant. 17 points for Spencer Dinwiddie. Beal dishes to Napier. Back to Beal. Over Temple. Second chance shot. And it's sent back by Allen. Outside for Beal. They double team Beal. Pass to Bertans. 3-pointer. Brooklyn with the rebound. Allen's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. And KD, here we go.
It's almost strange to see a player with Durant's height have that much speed on the drive. It gets him to the rim with ease.
Now here's Beal, guarded closely, and they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
Here's Irving. Nails the 16-footer. Irving's got 12 in the game. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets able to put on a show for the ages. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Control the pace. Get it to the right guy at the right time. These requirements top the list if you're a good point guard.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets, taking a look at the Wizards. In it forward, it's Hachimura and Bertans. Matthews out there with Ish Smith. And it's Wagner in at the center. The Wizards shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. Smith the pass to Bertans. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Chandler. Chris, what's your definition of most valuable player?
LeBron, Michael Jordan. Okay, okay, the best player in the league. That's my definition. Who makes players better? Who brings the fans into the game? There's only one type of player that's an MVP, and there's only about 6 guys in a year that can be MVP. But if you're talking about guys that help you, let's say, are the best on a contract or getting the most bang for their buck, you got to look at guys like a Siakam. You know, he's just making over $2 million this season, still playing on that rookie contract, and those are the guys that are on their way up. So you can always find young talent playing for maybe less than what they should be getting at that time, but the most valuable player continues to be the top 6 players of the league, period.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. And for the Nets, they're shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. Harris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And he might not be a household name just yet, but Joe Harris is one of the game's true dead-eye marksmen. You can make the case he's the most underrated shooter in the league.
And the first one at the line is good. Maybe not the most famous beard in the league, but Joe Harris's beard last year, Greg, drawing some notice in the NBA.
The lumberjack look belying his feathery touch. Good size and strength, enabling him to play the small forward position when needed.
And Harris drops them both. Regarding the overstated pre-draft concerns about Luka Doncic. Even as the game goes international, it seemed like many GMs are scared to go all in on European players.
And rightfully so. It's a new area, and if they're not immersed into the culture, it may be a little more trepidation on that end. But I would just say, just look at the really the great stories. Whether you're talking about the Vlade Divas or the Sabos that came into the game, and even you can
Dirk
go to
Nowitzki.
Marshallonis, Dirk Nowitzki. Yeah, come on, Porzingis. We got a lot of great players from overseas that have shown us that they can make the way. But the mistake would be is thinking just because someone lives close to him, they would have the game of a Dirk Nowitzki, and that's not true. So you need to do your due diligence, but I think European players have already proved the type of heart, skill set, and mindset that they come to this game with, which is at the top.
Free throw good, Wilson Chandler.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Smith the pass to Hachimura. Looking to get back on track here, and it's good on the way in.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Irving double team. Here's Musa. He's covered by Matthews. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Wizards making a switch here. Besekniks is checked in. That's good from Irving. One negotiating concession the league wants from the Players Union. Prospect attendance, Chris, at the draft combine and team-wide access to player physicals.
Well, this is a tough one because I don't think that a team that is not interested in you should have your physical. And we all know that information is shared, and so it should be genuine in the teams that are truly interested. So I understand agents holding back on that. Medical information is something very serious that just because you have an opportunity to be drafted your information shouldn't be spread all across the world just because you're at a combine. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out, but basically you just want a level playing field for everyone, and if we have that, it'll be better for everyone.
And proving to be effective around the rim, Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
Jordan finds Irving. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Wagner, good.
I remember when you get in trouble for shooting the three as a big man. Now teams want their bigs operating outside the three-point line.
Irving against Smith. To the paint. Here's Jordan. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 8 points for Jordan.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Smith outside. Pass to Hachimura. Here's Wagner, guarded by Harris. Here's Bezekniks. Chandler with the rebound. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. A flawless finish on the alley-oop. Great game for him, double-double now. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Oh, what a pass, and then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. And out of Japan, a real interesting prospect. Hachimura, especially now that he can stretch the floor.
Yeah, he found the three ball in his last year of college. Hit over 40%. You combine that with the size, the motor. He is really versatile. And I feel like he's putting it all together.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Chris, there is that transition from being a player to retirement. It can be a challenge for some. What were the keys that you found in succeeding at that?
Well, first I think is adjusting to the fact you don't have the same schedule. You don't have a physical release that you used to have. You miss the locker room and the camaraderie with all the guys, and so you miss the culture. But secondly, I would say take all the lessons that you learned, and for me this was big, from sports, and use them in business. So in business I became a rookie in other areas. I found a Chris Mullin type in business. I found a Latrell Sprewell type, guys that would mentor you, guys that you would play on their team. Humble yourself, get back to it, get to practice, get to meetings early, stay at practice late, stay at meetings, and be the last one that leaves, and just take the culture of basketball, infuse that athletic personality into the personality of whatever you go into next, and you can use those tenets to have a wonderful retirement and really enjoy it. So for me, it's been awesome. And by the way, I've had twins, and so since retiring, and that'll keep you just as busy as it was you were playing. So you can find ways to keep that same lifestyle.
That's right, and some sound advice too. Mahinmi's checked in for Washington.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
And that one falls for Hachimura.
And although he started playing the game later in life, Hachimura has picked it up well, and exciting young player to watch.
Pass to Irving. Harris outside. And the 3 off target.
Oh, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
Right side Matthews. Here's Hachimura. The Wizards with another miss. The Nets have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Getting some solid looks for them. Usa can't hit for Washington. They've gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field.
And the scary thing is, Hachimura is going to keep getting better. Games like this prove how special he can be.
Here's Musa. He's covered by Matthews. Chris, I read this the other day, the NBA announcing the development of the BAL, the Basketball African League. They feel there's a lot of untapped potential there. I would tend to agree.
I'm so excited. I already put my name in the hat to go out there and work with and help develop these kids. Oh, yeah, I'm excited. I mean, just think about this. You want to know what type of talent is out there? Let's just start with Akeem. Then we go to Mutombo, Embiid. He's from Cameroon. How about Antetokounmpo, who has Nigerian parents? I mean, we can keep on going. How about Ibaka help find Siakam? Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
There's some talent out there, baby. And, yes, I'm excited for the BAL, the Basketball African League. Africa, stand up, baby.
Takes a three. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Wow. Smith is just an incredible distributor, a genuine floor leader. He knows where to dish the rock.
Outside Jordan. On the wing, Irving. Covered by Smith. The shot's good from Irving.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Washington has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And the pass to Hachimura. Lets a floater go, and the layup is up and in. Hachimura's got 15 points in just the second half. Here's Musa. He's covered by Matthews. Passes it to Irving. The shot by Chandler, wide open. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Chandler's got 5 points now in the quarter. Pass to Smith. Here's Hachimura. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Smith. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Wow, the speed of Smith and his ability to change gears constantly keeps the D on their toes. He has a knack for picking up fouls while shooting.
And C-Web, when Ish Smith goes to the rim, he is so deceptive. You just don't know where he'll go.
Yeah, Kevin, and sometimes I feel that Smith doesn't even know where he is going. You know, but he's a crafty player that keeps defenders off balance with his change of speed. He gets the job done.
The first one falls.
And now a chance to see the former Demon Deacon Ish Smith in action. Has been in the league for a while now and played for several teams, and he's a veteran through and through.
Gary Payton has checked in for Hachimura. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And when you have Ish Smith on your team, you know he's going to get you scoring off the bench.
And Smith not exactly great at any one thing, but the whole package is solid for a reserve. As long as you can make the right decision and just run the offense, that'll get you pretty far in this league.
To the inside. The kick out to Irving. Back to Temple. Chandler outside. And the NBA is seeming to be at the crossroads of sports and fashion and Chris, music. Do you think it's always been this interwoven?
Oh, Kevin, please. You see the outfits they're wearing now? Now I got to be like the old fuddy-duddy, the old guy. Oh, my goodness. Guys are basically coming into the game like, did you turn on the lights before you got dressed in your closet? I mean, I know it's fashion. I'm not speaking about any one guy, but wow. I'm telling you, they've taken fashion to another level. And even though I joke about it, it's always fun anticipating what type of outfit I'm going to see guys walk in. Especially, I mean, come on. I love their games, and then I look and I say, wow. They have to be confident on the court because they wore that to the game today. They're confident in life all around.
Overall, right.
Yeah.
Musa, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Napier's checked in. Banked in off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the time.
Here's Temple. They grab their own miss, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Rodions Kurucs, he's checked in for Jordan. This last season, the Thunder became the final NBA team to reach an agreement for jersey sponsorships. Have you gotten used to seeing those patches on the various jerseys around the league?
You know what, Kevin? I have. And they're not as intrusive as I thought. I was so...
Me too.
Man,
I agree.
Yeah, I was so scared of this. I thought it was going to ugly up the jerseys and be bigger than the team logo and things like that. But you know how great this league is when it comes to getting messages out to their fans and promotion. And so we've done a wonderful job. And actually some I really, really like how they fit the jersey, how the colors matches, and the history of the company, actually. So, no, I think they've done a great job kind of just making sure it just slides in there, you know, not taking away the shine from the team.
It's the Nets now. Inside. Lock at 6. Good on the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Napier. Out to the right wing. Here's Bezeiknieks. Pass to Mahinmi. To stop the run. It's deflected, and they get it back. From deep three-point range, rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Temple. Napier covering. Now the pass to Kurucs. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Passes it to Payton. 1:43 left to play in the final quarter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Chandler. With the G League growing by leaps and bounds, one is now being brought to Mexico City, Chris.
I mean, first of all, let's go back to last season. Did you see how crazy those fans were in Jurassic Park in Toronto?
They love it.
Can you imagine Mexico? Oh my God, this would be great. Mexico City, yeah. Let's bring everyone in, all the fans in. And what I really love is that it's for the home fan base. So when I think of the Toronto Raptors, I think about the city of Toronto. I think about Canada and how it's theirs. And even though we're one league, that team is theirs, and they take that pride on, and it just brings so much more excitement. Can you imagine all the people in Mexico City being excited for their team? Oh, I want to be at one of the first games when that happens because I know the crowd is going to be sick. It's going to be crazy. I want to be there.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Harris is checked in. No good on the second free throw.
They're looking to get the most out of every possession. Frustrated to miss even one free throw right now.
Pass to Temple. Back to Harris. From deep. Matthews with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
really a big-time win for these guys. They've lost their first 2 games of the year to this team, so they won't be in danger of getting swept when they meet for the 4th time.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kevin Durant.
I mean, he had a plan for how to attack the D. He executed and never let up. Relentless offensive basketball.
6-second difference between shot and gameplay. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And he makes the first. Good on both. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. He dishes it to Brown. Back to Payton. From deep three-point range, and the miss. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyrie, we're at an early part of the season, but what did you want to accomplish tonight individually and in the team flow?
Just wanted to come out here and compete, get the win. We wanted to set a standard for ourselves. The most important thing was just coming out here and competing for my teammates and, doing whatever possible to get this win.
And you all did that tonight. Thanks, Kyrie. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Great guards tonight for both teams. Did you ever spend any time in the backcourt at any level when you were playing?
No, I was a ball handling forward, Kevin, and it served me well, but I was not a guard. I was a forward that could dribble and pass fairly well.
So you were ahead of your time, because that's all we see now in the NBA, right? Guards are not always bringing the ball up.
Yeah, somebody just mentioned that to me, Kevin, that I was maybe a tad ahead of my time back in the late 70s.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Bradley Beal is out there with Russell Westbrook, and it's Brown in at the 3 spot. Now here's Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Ball's knocked loose, so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Irving for 3. Rebound, Washington. Last time they met was in Washington.
A really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
It sure did, and they got a lot of scoring from their bench, Greg, and I think that really was the crucial difference.
Now LeVert. After Westbrook's missed 3, LeVert kicks to Irving. Offline with his 3. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Passes to Westbrook. Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Now here's Dinwiddie. 23 points for him the last game against Golden State.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
Brown, good. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson did give me a few minutes to catch up with him. He said the key for them will be containing the penetration of Russell Westbrook, one of the strongest and most explosive lead guards ever. Kevin, it will take a team-wide effort.
Thank you, David. Beal's shot is good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys, if for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
See the stat sheet here on Bradley Beal. He's coming off an excellent season, 11th in scoring, and he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
Oh yeah, one of the most dependable scorers in the league. He really saved him in several games a season ago. To the middle, Durant, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Boy, the 5th time's the charm. That's a big basket there.
Wizards leading by 7. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Westbrook. Turned in an outstanding game against New York. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
Free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
You know, for a team like the Nets building without top picks, player development becomes critical. I mean, the Nets have made that a key focus for their franchise, and you can see the results paying dividends now.
And both free throws good for Westbrook. Mark, you were talking about the Nets player development. Guys like Spencer Dinwiddie and Joe Harris were signed as free agents.
Yeah, and you know, guys, a coaching staff dedicated to taking them to the next level in terms of improvement and player development, the investment they make in their top-notch training facility, all of that focus paying off for them. Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Wizards. Pass to Beal. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Beal can't get it to go.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
Now here's Beal. He had 40 points in the win against New York.
Yeah, and it seemed like he spent about half the game shooting free throws. Credit him for really taking it to the defense and giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
Hits it from three-point range.
Yeah, you know what? Dinwiddie is very dependable at serving his teammates on the court. Seems like a natural leader.
Beal deciding where to go with it. Back to Westbrook. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Clark, there's nothing like opening night. Preseason in the rearview mirror. Now the games count for real. Terrific time.
Yeah, exciting for everybody because hope springs eternal for all teams in the league after you get beyond preseason. And the games do count. They start calculating and documenting W's and L's.
First free throw is good. And the Nets making a change here. Harris is checked in. He's perfect from the line this time.
And season 4 for Coach Kenny Atkinson with the Nets. You've got to be impressed with the job he's done in Brooklyn.
Yeah, you know, Kenny is a hard worker. He's a bit of a grinder if you were trying to term what category he might fit into. And you see that in his team. And, you know, he admits it. He's getting better just like his players are. And that's a great, great statement because we're all hopefully getting better as we move forward.
Now here is Harris. 12 points his last outing. Outside Westbrook. And there's the pass to Bryant. Here's Hachimura. Defended by Durant. And it's sent back by Allen.
Boy, that expansive reach of Allen. I mean, so good at positioning himself and using his length and timing to stifle shooters.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And at this point, there simply is no doubt that Kevin Durant is one of the great shooters to ever play the game. The only question is just where on the all-time list will he land when we talk about the unstoppable scorer.
That's good from Durant. And with Durant, perhaps the most amazing part, he can have quiet nights, Greg, of 30-plus points.
Kevin, his scores are just so easy for him that you forget you aren't supposed to see 7-foot sharpshooters doing it. He can score from anywhere in any fashion and can hold his own with any player in history in terms of how unguardable he is.
Well, great to see KD back on the court. That heartbreaking moment where he went down in Game 5 of the 2019 Finals. Wow, so hard, Greg, to watch.
And KD clearly gave everything he had to try and win in the finals. Warriors fans appreciate his efforts, softened the blow as he left for the Nets. The Warriors ownership already promising to retire Durant's number up in the rafters.
Clock at 4, and here's Harris from the arc. First shot, first basket. He's out of the block stats.
You know, this is where Harris is most dangerous, one of the very best from behind the arc. His eyes light up when he gets these long-distance chances.
Now, here's Westbrook. 8 points for him. Excellent D there from Allen.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
They now take the lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside, Beal. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen.
Taking a look now at some numbers for LeVert. How he did last season. Last season, he averaged 13 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And really for him, it's about putting in the work and improving his game.
Yeah, and I think he wants to. It's one of those things where you either want it or you don't, and he does.
It's Beal on the wing, guarded by Harris.
And I just love how Durant goes so hard on the defensive side, making an effort to alter as many shots as possible.
Dinwiddie passes to Harris. Now Allen Nets passing it around. KD drives in. Allen kicks to Harris. A 3-ball. Allen trying to break free. That's good from Harris on the assist by Allen. Now it's a 4-point Nets lead.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
Boy, I covered Jared Allen in college, and you look at the physical profile he's got. 7.5-foot wingspan, big hands, explosive, really good athlete. He's got all the tools and an upside without limits.
Bertans checks in for the Wizards.
A moment here to check out Kevin Durant. He's coming off an excellent season. 8th in scoring, and he was top 10 in free throw percentage. Did not waste opportunities to convert at the line.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. For 3, Westbrook, a rebound by the Nets. KD's got 4 rebounds in this game. You were talking, Clark, about Allen's length and leaping ability. He's dangerous around the rim.
Boy, he sure is, guys. Still developing his skill game, but he's already more than serviceable at the offensive end of the floor. And we know he's a rim protector defensively. Good feet, gets up and down, has a nice touch and good hands. Boy, this guy is going to be some kind of player going forward.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Shoots over Beal, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Now it's a 6-point Nets lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
A lot of young players in this NBA becoming top 10 players as they mature. Who are some of the guys you spot that are really going to make a mark?
Well, they've already made a mark, and you anticipate it'll continue to be that way. Ben Simmons, Donovan Mitchell. I like Jaylen Brown in Boston, as well as Jason Tatum there. And clearly, Zion Williamson has a chance to be really special.
And that one falls for Beal. Both free throws good for Beal. Nets leading by 4. Now here's LeVert. He's coming off a 22-point game against Golden State. Dinwiddie passes to Allen. Goes back up, and the layup is good.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Knocked away, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. You look at Bryant, 4th in the league, and as consistent as they come.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Pass to LeVert. There's the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. LeVert's got 7 points in the game.
You know, these are exactly the shots, guys, the coaching staff wants LeVert to take because they know it gets him going.
Passes it to Beal. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from Harris. Nets leading by 9 to the inside. Allen, and then Allen slams it in.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now here's Beal. He has 7. Westbrook dishes to Bryant. Shot clock at 6. Pound kicks to Bryant. Here's Westbrook. That one's off. Still out of sync.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Here's Dinwiddie. Westbrook with the block. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the basket.
Will not go. This is off the front iron. Wizards trail by 9. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Pass to Beal. Nice ball movement by Washington. Westbrook, no good. Brooklyn's gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. To the paint. Here's Durant, and he banks in the layup. He's got 9.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Now here's Bryant. 14 points from him the last game against New York. Brown, and the dunk by Brown.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Here is Durant after the basket by Washington. LeVert with a wide open look, and a miss there on the triple. And so Brown will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. They trail by 9 points. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Bryant. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Dinwiddie outside. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nets lead by 9. We've got more in store for you right after this. And this team has shown their toughness and determination, and Kyrie Irving talks about what he sees in his teammates.
What's going to separate us is how close we are, and when we're in the trenches together, I'm looking to my left and to my right and knowing that these guys have my back.
They certainly do.
This team has assembled some hard-nosed, unselfish players. No better group for Irving to surround himself with.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, Prince and Durant are at the 3 and the 4. Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. And it's Allen in at the center.
One shot.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. Clark, over the last couple decades, the role of the big man has changed and required more skill. Outside shooting among them.
Yeah, that's one of the things. And then the ability to move your feet defensively.
Yes.
Because the three-point shot spaces the floor so much. And a lot of times teams will have 4, maybe 5 perimeter shooters out there regardless of size. So big guys, if they're going to play in that type of an alignment, have to be able to move their feet and effectively guard perimeter players and also make shots from the perimeter as well.
Amazing to see guys that big out there sometimes with a one-on-one with the guard, like on the three-point line.
No doubt. And also the big guys, we've got a ton of them, Kevin, across the league that can really knock down the three-point shot.
Brooklyn leading by 14. Durant wide open, he fires. Tries again, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Not to be denied there. Allen playing hard, a little contact, not going to bother.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
It was a little bit of a battle for him all season long. Last year, only shooting about 71%.
Find the lane. One shot.
Boy, a stalwart defender who knows his strengths on offense. I mean, Allen is a fantastic two-way threat, and he wants to get better. This is a guy whose future is bright.
Now, here's Westbrook. He's got 10. Wagner passes to Westbrook. They need this. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. KD's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Lobbed up there for Allen. An emphatic LU jam.
Woo-hoo-hoo, that's the stuff of nightmares for the defense. They'll see that one in their sleep. A long athlete like Allen flying in the air, that's a bad picture.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
And he has not been on his game here. He's forcing a lot of shots, and the team is suffering because of it. It's time for him to focus on getting his teammates involved. Taking a look at some numbers here for Kyrie Irving. Last season, he played outstanding. Put up about 24 points per, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
Here's Wagner. He had 10 points in the win against New York. To halt the run. Rebound, Brooklyn.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful, because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
So here's Westbrook after the made shot from KD.
Yep, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Irving's shot is good.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's Washington with it, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And again, Washington no good.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Prince in the corner. There's the pass to Durant. Over Beal. And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Prince. And that's 15 points for KD. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Washington calls timeout. Mark, you were so good at such an early age in your basketball career. At what point did you personally realize just how far the game could take you?
You know, it really resonated with me, Kevin, I think at a summer basketball camp at Miami of Ohio, when some of the better campers, high school campers, were asked to play with the college guys at night. And then during pickup games in my hometown of Cleveland with some of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jim Jones and the late Terry Furlow and Mike Mitchell, and being able to compete somewhat with those guys at 15 and 16 years of age, and having them encourage me to keep going, and that I'd have a chance to do what they were doing at the time, which was play pro ball.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Jared Allen. And a switcher also for Washington. Hachimura is checked in. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. With a break in the action, we've got a chance now to look at last year's top rebounder, DeAndre Jordan III.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Pass to LeVert. Back to Irving. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got 4 assists in the game.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Napier. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against New York.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the charts. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line. +8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Down low. Wagner, good. Wagner's got his first points of the night.
And with a merciful bucket, he snaps a terrific run by the Nets.
Irving passes to KD. With the shot. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
Beal from long range. Jordan with the rebound.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Tremendous versatility for Caris LeVert, offensively, Clark, and defensively. He can play multiple positions.
Well, I like that about him too, Kevin. 6'7". He's a gifted scorer. Can make plays when the ball is in his hands. The Nets have a number of ball handlers, and that's what Coach Kenny Atkinson believes in. To get a lot of guys that can make plays and do it for each other and together, and we've got something good.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one goes. And you look at Caris LeVert, Clark out of Michigan, 6'7", and a tremendous athlete.
Kevin, he's one of my favorite players over the last handful of years coming out of college. He had some injury issues his last 2 seasons at Michigan, but he's an excellent two-way player. Outstanding energy and aggressiveness, and makes all kinds of plays at both ends of the floor and plays the game the right way.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Now here's Napier. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And stolen by Prince. Here's Durant, and the layup is good.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
And so Napier will bring it up for the Wizards. Smith outside. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. To the paint in transition. Here come the Nets. Now here's Durant. John's defending. To the middle. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Hey, you know, Kevin, there's a reason why Jordan's a high percentage shooter. Shooting percentage a function of the kind of shots you get. He opts mainly for dunks.
Now here is Smith. Passes it to Hachimura. And that one drops for him.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And here's Irving. He's got 7. Pass to LeVert from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game.
Caris LeVert, one of my favorite young players in the league. He's hard to guard because he's got a quick release, and he's very confident in his ability.
Now, here is Smith. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The pass to Napier. 6 on the shot clock. The rebound by KD. KD's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. It's Prince on the wing. Back to Durant. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Hachimura. He picked up 12 points in their last win against New York.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort. And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
It's LeVert on the wing. 12 points for him. Outside Irving. No good on the 3. Washington has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. He gets it in there. Napier's got his first bucket of the night.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Irving kicks to LeVert. And it's off from 3-point range. The Wizards shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's the Wizards now. Here's Smith. LeVert grabs the miss. Brooklyn's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment. Good report. Thank you so much. Brooklyn with the ball. It's taken away by Smith. Pass to Hachimura. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
You know, he's developed a reputation as a pass-first player, but Smith is a capable and consistent scorer, too. Takes a lot to slow him down.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
76% from the line a season ago.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in. Smith no good on the free throw.
Boy, and at only 6 feet tall, Smith uses that blazing speed of his to keep defenses off balance. Good luck trying to stay in front of him. Boy, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. Brown outside. Dinwiddie against Smith. Outside Bryant. Lock at 6. Here's Hachimura. Jordan with the rebound.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And you can see what makes Hachimura a tough cover. He can beat you with finesse, and also he can bring the hard hat.
And that one falls for Hachimura.
And although he started playing the game later in life, Hachimura has picked it up well, and exciting young player to watch.
Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so it's Brooklyn with it. 1:56 left to play in the first half. Here's Dinwiddie. Harris trying to get free. Some solid defense from Brown. Out to the right wing. Here's Bertans for 3. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's stolen by Bryant. In transition, here come the Wizards. Brown's got the ball. Count that bucket. Brown's got 6 points.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. 6 points for him. High, arcing shot. Rebounded by the Wizards. Brown's got his 4th rebound in this one. Dishes it to Bryant. The Wizards working the ball around now. Hachimura the pass to Brown. 5 on the clock. Over Prince. And it's Brown missing.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Bounce pass from Jordan. Pass to Irving. They need this one. Rebounded by the Wizards. Here's Hachimura. From deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Brooklyn. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He ended up with 19 points, 10 rebounds, and 1 block. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
There's been one thing that's made a difference in this game above all else: their control of the backboard. They put forth an amazing effort on the glass, and the rebounding numbers aren't even close, Ernie. That'll be something to keep an eye on in the second half. They will be very tough to contain if that continues.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington?
They were brick city, and it was painful to watch. Weak shooting starts to get contagious, and they were struggling all over the place. They got to work on getting more high-quality chances, more layups, fewer prayers.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Well, with a double-double in hand through two quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Taking a look at the Wizards. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Russell Westbrook out there with Bradley Beal. And it's Brown in at the three.
I love the three-point shooting of Irving. Excellent at dialing it in from deep, and you've got to respect his range.
And at 6'6", Spencer Dinwiddie's tall for a point guard, but Clark, despite his size, very slippery off the dribble.
Yeah, he's ill-like when you talk about him off the dribble, guys. I mean, excellent change of pace, and he's got a quick first step. And once he gets in the lane, his size helps him be a good finisher.
And at nearly 7 feet tall, Durant is a prime-time threat to pound one down. Got to keep him away from the rim.
Now here's Bryant outside Westbrook. Off target from three-point range. Here's Irving. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his fifth make on 9 shots from the floor.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Good on the three-point shot. Westbrook's got 5 points now this quarter.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Now here's Durant. 21 points in the game. Allen. Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
There's the feed to Irving. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
And that one falls for Irving.
I don't know if there's a player in the league that has better handles than Kyrie Irving. As a matter of fact, his handles are as good as any I've seen in the history of the game. Smooth, crafty, cunning. Man, it is so much a joy to watch this guy do his thing.
It's Brown with the drive and finished off by Brown.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Irving double team. Dinwiddie wide open. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got assist number 5 here tonight. Outside Westbrook. He tries for 3, and no good that time. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Irving against Westbrook. Right side Irving. That's in, and he's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Outside Beal. Shoots over KD. Beal can't get it to go. The Nets have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. a 75% clip. And then Durant with the jam.
Man, he gets it done in bunches, does Durant. He's a superb scorer. You just got to marvel at his greatness.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 17. Here's Beal. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10. Right at him. Get to the rack.
The Wizards have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
Throw good, Beal. Clark, we've had sponsors on the uniforms for a couple of seasons now. Do you think everyone's grown used to seeing them?
Yeah, I think it's a normal part of the landscape, and it will take a little more time. I've noticed them myself as I've watched games. We're certainly a far cry from looking like NASCAR drivers, which I think is a good thing. You want them to be done visibly, but not overdone.
For Brooklyn, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
And the free throw drops for LeVert.
And LeVert, the Ohio native, has a ton of potential, folks. A tall, lanky shooting guard with really good playmaking ability.
Mahinmi's checked in for the Wizards. Second free throw, no good. Washington's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Brown drives in, makes it off the glass. Brown's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Allen up top. Irving surveying the floor. But they'll get another chance. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. Mo Wagner's checked in for Hachimura. The Wizards have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Now Beal. He's got 10. Brown inside. KD's on him. Brown down low. 4 on the clock. Beal from deep three-point land. Doesn't go that time. The Nets go the other way with it. Here's Irving. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
And Beal kicks to Westbrook. That's tipped over Irving. Westbrook with the bucket. Westbrook's got 9 points here in the second half.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Brooklyn.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
Brooklyn's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc, 6 of 15. Pass to Durant. He dishes it to Dinwiddie. with the teardrop. Rebound by the Wizards. Outside, Beal. Six to shoot. It's tipped.
Well, it's rare to see a block shot from a perimeter player like Dinwiddie, but good job that time.
Chandler, the pass to KD. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season. 89% on the year.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
The free throw drops for Durant.
And the versatility of Durant, off the charts. Shoots, rebounds, defends. He's the total package.
Durant nails both of them. Westbrook with it. He's got 19. There's the dish to Mahinmi. Kicks it to Brown. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Dinwiddie outside. The pass to Allen. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. Brown's got 5 rebounds tonight. Feeds to Westbrook. And it's sent back by KD. Here's Chandler. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 7th assist in the game.
Slashing inside with ease. When Chandler sees a path to the basket, he takes it with authority.
Now here's Westbrook. He kicks it to Beal. Pass to Wagner. Count that one. Wagner's got 6 points.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Irving double team. Nobody near Allen. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Beal dishes to Westbrook. Brown outside. Passes it to Beal. Just 5 to shoot. From deep 3-point range, the long distance 3 is buried. Beal's got 9 points now in the quarter.
He drilled 1 from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to KD. Lets it fly, and that's good for 2. KD's got 27 points. Westbrook surveying the D. Now the pass to Beal. And again, Washington with the triple.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his 2nd this half.
Westbrook against Irving. Kicks to Durant. Dishes it to Dinwiddie. To KD. Allen trying to break free. The shot by KD. No good.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
To the inside. Beal. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Spencer Dinwiddie.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Joe Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. And A change for the Wizards. Davis Bertans checks in for Ian Mahinmi. And both free throws good for Beal.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Now here's Chandler. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Poke loose. And here we go. The Wizards fast break. And that one good. Westbrook's got 11 points here in just the second half.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Outside Irving. Irving double team. Harris outside. Pass to Allen. Shoots over Beal. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
And it's Brown missing. Brooklyn leading by 20. With some arc. No good from Irving.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Passes to Allen. Dinwiddie against Beal to end the cold streak. That's tipped. Left side, Brown.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Nets. 16-point lead. He kicks it to Harris. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. He feeds it to Allen. And Wagner pulls it down. Wagner's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Beal. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Beal's got 23 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Floats one. Gets hauled in by Harris. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. Here's Allen. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And, you know, when Allen gets this positioning, the defense is in trouble, which in turn forces them to commit the foul.
And these are his 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight. And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And here's Westbrook from the arc. No good. And so it's Brooklyn with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with Coach Scott Brooks.
The issue is not them. The issue is us. We're not being physical. Effort, hustle, determination's going to win this game. Not scoring.
Well, Greg is commanding his guys to be more energetic right now.
And the physicality must improve. Coach Brooks wants more toughness on the board.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Garrett Temple is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And so it's Brooklyn with it, following the bucket by the Wizards. Here's Temple. Outside Irving. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, in most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Fades and shoots. The rebound by Prince. Prince has got 4 rebounds in this game. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Friday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Sunday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Sacramento Kings. Free throw missing.
Well, Harris has become such a solid role player, guys. A knockdown shooter who really elevates the team above self.
Hachimura, he's checked in for Brown. He hits the second from the line. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Westbrook with a wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer. Westbrook's got 24 points.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
On the wing, Harris. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Shot on the wing. Temple can't get it to go.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Brooklyn leading by 12. Irving double team. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Irving.
And immediately looking for the open man when the double team comes to.
Outside, Beal lets the 3 fly. Rebound, Brooklyn. Prince has got 6 rebounds in the game. Harris passes to Jordan, and the basket is good. Jordan's got 4 points this quarter.
Jordan very efficient in the paint because of his length. Close to the bucket, he's hard to deal with.
Pass to Bryant. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Temple. Hachimura grabs the miss. Hachimura's got his 6th rebound on the night. And again, Washington no good. That's leading by 16. Here's Temple. The pass to Irving. Now here is Harris. 5 to shoot. Back to Irving from deep. Westbrook with the nice D there. Wizards trail by 16. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
Here's Temple. Here's Irving. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
First free throw is good, and Brooklyn making a change here. LeVert's checked in. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
For three, Westbrook. That shot off, and it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's Temple. Pass to LeVert. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Yeah, LeVert's so good at getting to his spots and capitalizing once there. Fun to watch him when he gets rolling like this.
Now here's Bryant. Beal gets a wide open look. That 3 off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes he can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Outside Jordan. Passes it to Temple. Now here's Irving. Bertans defending. Launches it. Rebounded by the Wizards. Now here's Beal. Over Irving. True on the 14-footer. 29 points for Beal.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Irving finds Temple. Back to Irving. For the 3. Bertans grabs the board. Wizards trail by 16. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And when Hachimura is looking to score, it sometimes forces the D to get aggressive. Love the energy.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for. Kevin Durant's checked in for Prince. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Nets leading by 14. Outside Irving. Pass to LeVert. Inside. It's stolen by Bryant. The open shot by Beal. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Temple. And the pass to Irving. Irving double team. Beal with the steal. And now it's Westbrook running. He can go all the way.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Westbrook. And Russell Westbrook drops them both. Brooklyn leading by 12. Outside Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I would agree. Brooklyn's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Durant.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. Kicks to Westbrook. From beyond the arc, Washington gets it back. Bryant passes to Beal. A three. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And Durant gets it to go. KD's got 12 points here in the second half.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
On the wing, Irving. He's covered by Westbrook. Pass to Durant. Three-pointer. Bertans grabs the board.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the dunk by Westbrook.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. And once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Now, here is Irving. Bounce pass Temple. Jordan the pass to LeVert. He's feeling it. And that one goes long.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Beal. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Beal's got 33 points.
And right there, you see the decision-making ability of Hachimura. Sets his man up perfectly.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said, this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. Let's see if they were listening, guys.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Now, here's Dinwiddie, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. With the floater, offensive rebound, Allen. And Allen slams it in.
Well, I tell you, this guy just does not quit on the boards. His energy is contagious, especially on the offensive glass.
Outside Westbrook. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Westbrook's got 30 points.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Here now is Dinwiddie. Outside, KD. Off target from outside.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
Exactly, because they've made enough plays to keep it close. And as a result, they're still in it.
Now here's Beal. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Westbrook. That shot, no good.
Well, another Tin Cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
To the paint. Here's KD. Got it. Good job in the low post. Durant's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, the easy hoop assisted by Allen that time. He's developed a nice passing game.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Down low, here's Bryant. That shot is off. Excellent D there from Allen. Beal against Dinwiddie. Stripped away.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Brooklyn.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And finally, something good's going to happen to them in this 4-game season series. A solid showing tonight pushes their record to 1-2 with one yet to be played against Washington.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for KD.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Fans always trying to distract opposing players during the free throws. Have you ever seen that work in an arena?
No, I think it's just a nice workout for the fans, Kevin, quite honestly. I mean, if a guy misses, it's not because the fans are going crazy behind the basket. It's because he shot it left or right or short or long. It's not because of the fans being on top of him, at least in my opinion.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Now, Dinwiddie. 6 on the shot clock. Here's KD. They get it again. Second shot opportunity. No good at the rim.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys. And it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game. Consider my doubts disappear.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Westbrook, nice jump shot, good. Westbrook's got 32 points in the game.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Here with Kevin Durant. It seems like even with some adversity thrown your way, you guys find a way.
Well, we're moving the basketball. You know, we just relying on each other. And, you know, we're just believing in each other, man. No matter what, we just stick together.
It was very obvious that that was the case. Thanks, Kevin.